Hi everyone, welcome to the Timto channel, and this is my take on the Ragnarok Tactics. So this would be my first impression. I have installed this game recently and I have registered. Though, but for demo purposes or for having the first impressions on this game, we'll be using the guest mode, because so that you would be able to see how how to start the game or what it looks like during the start of the game. So this game would allow you to be able to link your account through, from Facebook or from Google account if you're using Android. For iOS, Facebook is also allowed, and this one, the one in the middle, would allow you to select on which server you would want to log into. So if you have friends playing this, maybe you would want to check with them on what server they are logged into, so that this would be for mostly for chat purposes and for the guild. And on the lower right, as you'd see, it's not that visible or not that noticeable, but there's a switch account option. So for example, if you have multiple accounts that you want to play with, but for now we'll not use that, but we'll just click on start. I did not choose any server. I mean, the pre-selected server is what I have chosen. So this would be the intro. Initially, when I have seen this game, or when I've seen the intro of the game, I thought that it would be something similar with the with Ragnarok Online, or the Ragnarok Online Mobile. Thinking that you would be using or creating a character that would have to grow with you or level up and distribute the stats and skills, but rather this is a different take from the original Ragnarok game. Another thing is that it's an idle game, but it's not something that would be like the Ragnarok Rush that has been previously released. Though the animation would be nice if it was like that. As you can see here, there are several monsters trying to defeat Baphomet. So this is like the initial or the start of the story game. So it's teaching us how to use the skills. So basically, it's like a the normal tactics game, wherein you would have to place your characters on a board. It's like a 5x2 board or 5x3 board that would be matching the other team, wherein you would be able to do a match for each stage. Well, anyway, let's go on and proceed with the game. You'd be able to grasp how it works when we started off. So basic gameplay. First off, it would have you allow. This is the hatch lab. This is where you would be able to get the characters. I have created 2 accounts already and used the guest mode several times, and it seems like, I'm not sure, but every time that I have made up something, it doesn't it seems like it's giving me the same set of characters, the first 3 characters. So let's try to check this time. Usually I get a what was it? Uh, like an angeling and a mini demon, like a Deverucci, and what was the third one? We'll just see for this one. The first one is, yeah, I got a Deverucci. So I think it will be the same as like the others. So the highest character here, the highest monster you could get is rank double S. So those are the things that you would have to aim for, and uh, um, but usually having an S character would be okay for the initial or for the start. Um, so what I would say is this would be the adventure part. It's like the idle games, the normal idle games wherein you would have to just walk around and then get loots. And when you start to explore, because for each stage or for each map, it would have about 6 stages that you would have to pass through to get onto the next map. Because basically each map would give you each higher map would give you more um, experience, zennies and other loots um, that would be higher than each higher map would give you higher zenny and higher loots. So the more that you would explore and the more that you would be idle, the more times that you would be idle, the more that you would be getting. um, so this would be the gameplay. So it would be teaching you how to the match for each match set. So basically it gets the principle, it follows the rock paper scissors principle for each character. So each monster that you would have a an icon if it's a rock scissor or paper, and it also has a white and a black faction. um, okay, when every time that you would go idle, it would have a go to a treasure chest. So that's where you get it. I think the maximum time allowed for you to be idle would be around 12 hours. More than 12 hours, then you would no longer get any loots from that specific map. This look at the bottom bar. This is one. So this would be having 5 stages for this map. So you'd have to keep challenging it to go to a higher level. So meaning you would when you go idle, you would get more loots from that specific map. I think the best way uh, to do this is when you start off is to challenge, to keep on challenging the map until you get to the highest point wherein you would lose or would be defeated, and then stay on that part until you would be able to level up your monsters or get another set of good characters, rather than trying to loot or trying to hatch more monsters, as in the end you would be having a hard time trying to select which character you would want to level up. Okay, so it would have me get another there. It's a Sohi. This is the first three that I always get. I'm not sure if this is a standard, but from what I have seen, this would be the first three that we usually get, or that I usually get. Okay, so for each monster, it would have a retinue, equipments, and gems. Each of this would be available when you level up. It's just showing us how we would be able to level up and increase the star level for each character, or for each monster. Okay, so and then there would be like dojos or endless towers or other challenges that would be available when you level up. Um, and each time that it would open up a tutorial, or it would the system would want you to try it, so it would immediately push you to that specific level, or to that specific challenge or event. And when you first started off, it would automatically have you or give you a tutorial, so you would have no issues uh, with when the learning about the game. You could select auto or times two, so that it would speed up the what you call this, the gameplay. But okay, accelerate combat is unlocked at level 30, so you would be able to see certain items here would not be available at low levels. So that's how this game is played. These are the things that I'm talking about. So challenge is available at level 14. Arena is unlocked at level 18. So how does an arena look like? Basically, arena looks like the same thing when you do a challenge in adventure. So you would have select someone that you would want to challenge from the same bracket, or from within the bracket of your level, and select the characters that you would want to use for that matchup, and prepare your tactics, or how you would be able would you run the game, and then just click on start, and that would automatically have you running the matchup. So for now, these are only the items or the options that would be available for gameplay. So there's an event right now, as this would just be a startup. So it's just started. I think it just started for about a month now, or just for a few weeks. So you would still be able to catch up with other players, though there's already a lot of players with high level. Um, okay, so there's a daily login bonus that you would get as well. So guilds, I haven't joined any guild yet, and I don't know uh, how this game would work with guilds, with the gameplay. Most probably, it would have some sort of a team play with the battles. It's like having arenas wherein you would have to be matched with another player from another guild, something like that. I get that's what I'm guessing. But first impressions about this one, This is a new take on the Ragnarok game. Um, Gameplay, it's really different. It doesn't let you build a character for yourself, but rather build some sort of an army or a group of monsters for you that would fight for you. So that's the gameplay. It's a bit easy to play with, though it's still an idle game. So most probably you would have to just spend or make use of it. Spend it by spend time with it every 12 hours, I guess, or if you're really into it, because basically there would be loots that would be appearing for every 2 hours, from 15 minutes to 2 hours. So if you want, you could just always check back on your game during that time. But for me, I just play with this after every several hours. So, and then I just get the loot, and then um, put it on idle again. Um, so my take on this one is a pretty easy idle game that tries to dwell with the Ragnarok um, scene, though it's different from Ragnarok Rush and Ragnarok Mobile. Um, so I think it's called Tactics for the reason that the it's not really turn-based thing. It's like a real-time game that you would have to set up how your monsters are laid out on the field, and how you'd be able to tackle the different monsters of having different factions, something like that. Um, it's not the fun meter. I guess if you're into idle games, it would be really fun. But for me, it's not that much. I just played with it. I'll just leave it, but not really into it. It's a good thing to kill time, but being immersed into it, I don't think that I would be immersed in as I am immersed with Ragnarok Mobile. So I guess that would be it for this game. Um, if you like this game, maybe you could grab it from the App Store or the Play Store, and maybe you could try to check it out and just check if it would be fun for you. And but for me, it's not that fun, but I still have it on my phone. I just try to open it every several hours, or if I have not much thing to do. And so just check it out, download it from the Play Store, App Store, and um, try it for a few days. And if you do like it, then maybe you could um, dwell more time into it. And of course, as this is a free to play game, but um, if you have that extra cash and you want to invest in it, then there are still options, or options to buy things like shards or items in this game for you to spend on, so that you could be able to level up your monsters quickly. So that's it for me with the Ragnarok Tactics game. Um, Thanks for watching. Have a great day.